ESPN is in conversation with Shannon Sharpe to join First Take. And I, for one, am utterly disgusted. This is the adventures of Robe the King in his unpopular opinion.
Check my heartbeat, ooh, you got me dizzy, I'm spinning round, you turn my world upside down. Check my heartbeat, ooh, you're so sweet, and I just can't get enough, I just can't get enough. I can't explain it, you got me caught up in love, love I never thought right of, it was so tainted, my image of you, focused on everything I do. Yeah, you would, and still you would. Who'd have known that you would take it this far? You wanna love on me, you wanna take my breath away, you wanna shoot and hold me, and Lord, all I can say is what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, oh, what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, oh, what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, oh, what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, what an experience, oh, what an experience.
I think he means FaceTime, not feature me. Here's the video right here. But before I play this video, no pub on my podcast. Why do you feel like it's your obligation to come to us and let us know that the talks are serious? Why? Why do you feel like that's your obligation? It's not. It's really not. Um, it would be up to the man who would be joining the show, in my opinion, right? I don't know why you think it's your obligation to do that. I think what needs to be happening is letting what's happen. Let it play out. Whatever is playing out, let it play out. I don't see how that is any of your obligation to be doing any of that. But whatever. It's not though. But continue. And why? But why? First Take is already a number one show. It's the number one show in its, in its realm and all of that type of stuff. People model their shows, their sports and an analysis and their debate shows around First Take. You bragged about being number one. You bragged about being number one when Skip left the show, saying like, "Oh, we were number one for 11 years." And when Skip left 7 years ago, we've been number one since then. So we've been number one for 4 more years after that. We've been number one this whole time. I don't see the benefit outside of you just wanting them on the show. You know what I mean? Like, of course, more people will watch, but you're already number one. I really haven't gotten into my thoughts yet, so we'll continue. That's disrespectful already. I want him to have a shinier light on him than what was on him before. Basically, is what he's saying. I guess. Right. That is shade. That is shade. So so no, no, play the video for me. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This whole thing is disgusting. It's different because you are Skip Bayless's, in my opinion, you are his protege. Say what you want. Say what you want. Say you a made man, you was a journalist before this, you was an analyst before this, da 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 da. The whole 9 yards, right? Let's do some background. Skip Bayless brought you back to ESPN. Skip Bayless said, give this guy the reins to do the stuff that he needs to do in order to make this show a success. They took the reins off of you, Stephen A, because of Skip Bayless. This is your former co-host. This is your former co-host talking about another former co-host of his that is potentially coming to the show, and then to highlight the fault for what this. So there are some things that you should just not speak on. It would be. I really don't think, man. Like, here's my issue, and here's been my issue, and this is why the show is called what it's called. Or part of the reason for why my show is called what it's called. People don't have a code anymore. People don't have a code that they live by. People don't have standards for themselves. People don't say, yo, even though this could be content out the wazoo, even though this will garner me a lot of attention, even though this will make me a lot of money, I cannot go against this because I have a code. And maybe people do have a code, but maybe the code is just make as much money as I can, no matter what. No matter, I can step on whoever, I can make fun of whoever, I can talk about whoever, I can throw shade at whoever, even if these people have helped me out in my career. It's disgusting to me, man. It should be said. Let the people speculate. Let them speculate all they want. Let it be like some sort of dope behind reveal on a Monday when he actually does join the show. Why do you have to publicize everything? And before we really get into it, because I haven't gotten into the whole issue about Shannon thing, it's like, fam, I hope he doesn't come to First Take. I hope he comes to ESPN. I hope they give him his own show. Maybe he comes on your show every once in a blue moon, but I do not hope that he's a regular on that show. I really don't. I really don't. But we continue. That Blazers fire though. This is disgusting, yo. Like, Stephen A whole new love. A whole new love. You don't even know if this is a good match. You don't even know if this is a good match. You don't even know if this will be something that's good for TV. Two loud dudes. The thing that worked with Skip and worked with Shannon is they were polar opposites. These two gentlemen, even though they might not agree on something, it's gonna be a whole lot of yelling. It's gonna be a whole lot of yelling on both ends. Now, don't get me wrong. Skip yelled at Tom, "How about them Cowboys?" And it's my turn. Like he would yell periodically, but his demeanor was not to yell. Shannon and Stephen A. It's not going to be good. I don't see it meshing well. I do not see it gelling well. The whole thing about they're going to be trying to outdo one another as far as the personalities on the show is concerned. Stephen A, that stage is going to be too big for the both of them, or too small for the both of them. Their personalities are way too huge for that. One is not going to let the other one show him up as far as like charisma is concerned. It's not going to go well. Oh, I want him. You don't even know if it's going to be a good fit. It's not. It's just going to be, I'm not going to call it barbershop talk because it's two black men speaking. It's not going to be barbershop talk. But it's also not going to be a great conversation. It's not. It's just going to be disgusting, man. I really hope not. I don't know. I don't know, guy. I don't know. Whoever made this post. I mean, you'll see it. I'll show it. I'll show it who made this post. But I don't know. I don't know. I think he wants him sitting across from him Monday through Friday. I think I would hope maybe, every now and then, yeah, I'll be on there, da 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 da. But if we talking about contracts, we're not talking about you just got a slot here or there. It's not what we're talking about, but that is what I would hope. I would hope that Shannon would get his own show on ESPN because we know that he's going to ESPN. Let's not kid ourselves. But I would hope that he's going to ESPN and having his own show. Maybe Club Shay Shay would be his show. On a broader scale, on a bigger scale. And yeah, I just do slots on First Take, but I really don't think that's going to be the case. I really think he wants him sitting across from him Monday through Friday. And I really, really hope, even though he's talking, I think they're going to get him. They trying to get him because they fired all of those other people. So they trying to get him. It's very clear that that's what they're trying to do. But man, I really hope not. Let me let him finish, and then I'll get into what I got to get into in regards to Shannon. I'll put you on my podcast, guy. All right, all right, all right. Man. So here's what I have to say to Shannon Sharpe. Because Stephen A is Stephen A. I've never had the biggest faith in the dude. I'm not surprised by this. But in regards to Shannon, I would just have you, I would love for Shannon to have much more, have a big, and I do believe him to have a code. And I do believe him to have honor and respect. And I know I spoke to a couple of friends and they was like, if it was me and you talked to me like that, I would have left the show too. And I would join the other show. I'm like, why? Oh, well, because he said Tom Brady was better than him. First of all, Tom Brady is better than Shannon Sharpe. Tom Brady has six or seven rings. So yeah, they don't play. Tom Brady doesn't play the tight end position. Like, you know what I mean? He's a quarterback. He played for a longer time. That's his opinion. Was it rude to say in the moment? Yes, absolutely. Was it rude to say to make your point? Yes, absolutely. They're on a debate show. Emotions run high, and Skip is not one to back down. Even that Skip don't even necessarily apologize like that. So I get all of that. All of that was what it was. But to then say, and then there were other things involved, right? And I knew from the very moment I said he gonna win off of this show. I was one of the first people to say he won off of this show. Like it's not gonna last much longer. I said he's gonna. I thought FS1 was going to give Shannon his own show altogether. Like we're going to start up a whole new show. We'll put somebody else on Undisputed, and we'll give Shannon Sharpe his own show and all of that type of stuff. To me, that would have been a better resolution. But apparently, they couldn't come to some sort of solution. So Shannon said, buy me out. So they bought him out. But to me, it's understandable enough for you to leave the show because you feel disrespected. It's a whole nother other thing to then say that I'm going to leave said show and then not just join the network that you left for reasons, but to join the show that you built and then left for reasons, and sit across from the co-host that you hosted with for 7 years for reasons. That's a whole different thing. If we're talking about a guy who, after you got fired, I think it was from CBS, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments and all of that, who got fired from CBS, is now handpicked you, said, I want Shannon Sharpe because of slots that you did on First Take, said, I want Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to work with him. We're going to redefine this, and I'm going to let him be him just like I let Stephen A be him. But, I'm going to let him put on a goat mask. I'm going to let him do this, that, and the third, and we're going to rock this thing out. Helped you create this whole moniker called Uncle Shay, the whole nine. You know what I mean? When I say help, I don't mean like he actually helped you do it, but he allowed you to do it. He sat across from it. Didn't make fun of it too much. You know what I mean? Just, and never said like, yo, we're going to cut this out. Like, we're not doing this, da-da-da-da. Because don't get me wrong, that is Skip's show. And so to go from there and then go there to do whatever it is that you're getting ready to do, to me would be a slap in the face to the guy that you say that you respect. On all of these interviews, I've heard you say that you respect Skip, that you guys talk, that y'all do this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And to go and to let the relationship dissolve to the point where to where it's like, well, I'm gonna just flop shows now. I'm gonna just flip-flop shows and be a direct competitor to you. To me, there's some things that money cannot buy, and I really believe that Shannon Sharpe believes that. I hope and pray that is not happening. I hope and pray that he is not getting ready to join First Take as a regular. I really, really hope he does not. I hope that we see Shannon Sharpe again talking about sports very soon. I really hope and pray that. But I really don't hope that he joins First Take. Not as a regular. Appear every now and then. But if you were to join ESPN, he would be all over because they only got 4 people working there now. You know what I mean? So he would be all over. I pray that he gets top dollar, the whole 9. Don't get me wrong. I pray that he gets all of that. I pray that he gets everything that he's worth. But to be like, yeah, I'm going to join the show that you left and be a direct competitor to you and all of that type of stuff is like, all right, how hurt are you? That's a little bit too much in my opinion. And so that's just my take on it. No pun intended. I do wish Shannon the best. I do not hope that whatever deal, what's his man's name? Stephen A is talking about goes down. I'm a hater in that regard. Call me a hater. It is what it is. But yeah, I really just hope it doesn't unfold the way that he wants it to. Let me try to find one more clip of this dude's before we get out of here. See what he says about something. I'll comment on it and then we're gonna get out of here. Now all of a sudden an ad pops up. We're gonna skip that ad.
I intend for it to be my game.
Yeah.
I sincerely hope and pray that ESPN works it out, but more importantly, I expect them to.
I hope they don't.
They know where I stand.
Now
you do officially. I know I said before that I want him. But in case I didn't say it emphatically enough.
All right, we saw that clip.
Evil is
all right, I guess that was it. But hey, that's all that we were supposed to see. And that moment, I'll go back and watch it. And if he said anything egregious, as to use one of his words, then we'll go from there. But that's it for now. Grace and peace. If you are checking this out and you are not on our Patreon, please go get our Patreon. I'm dropping content all the time. So, and if you are a patron, you're going to get it before everybody else. You can follow me on Instagram at robe.the.kxng, Robe the King. You can follow me there. You can also find me on TikTok, where my moniker is History in Progress. That's his, the number 2, RY in progress. Yeah, but again, go to the Patreon for more content. If you want to support this podcast, if you want to see it do well, that's Patreon, patreon.com/Fresh Air Media. That's FRESHHEIR Media. Grace and peace. Bailey, Daddy loves you. All right. Y'all have a great week. We'll be back before the week is out. All right. Peace.
I'll go anywhere if you're there. There's no other way I can say it. There's not anything that comes